Okay, from earnings to talk about some niche plays as well. We all love doing that. BLS International, the only listed Indian player in the visa and passport processing businesses, processed 20 million applications till date. How does the recent order wins, well, Punjab is not really recent, but from Spain is recent as well. Does that change the outlook? What are the opportunities that are existing? I read a report which spoke about multiple opportunities that exist for a company like BLS. So let's talk to the Joint Managing Director, Shikhar Aggarwal. He joins us on the show. Shikhar, thanks so much for joining us today. Thanks for waiting by patiently while we were having that conversation. Shikhar, can you hear me?
Yes, hi, morning.
Great morning, Shikhar. Thanks so much for joining in. Now, tell us, Shikhar, the reason why we thought of doing this conversation is a couple of notes that came out very recently spoke about multiple high-value opportunities that exist for a company like BLS International. How is 2018 shaping up for you?
Yeah, exactly. So see, all the hard work that had to be done to take BLS to this scale has been done for the last 12 years. You know, the number of applications that we have processed was 20 million till date, and the amount of growth that BLS has incurred is this year itself we'll be processing 18 million applications. So for the last 3 years have been a high growth trajectory for the company. You know, it's been like a roller coaster ride, but with all the ups. You know. So we've been pre-qualified now for all the upcoming tenders that are coming up in the Schengen space and in the global market in the next 2 to 3 years, which pertains to around 20 to 25 million applications. So we've already filed for some of those tenders, and results will start kicking in very soon. And you know, we are among the handful of niche players across the world, who are qualified to bid for these tenders. And I feel that we are one of the only Indian listed companies across the world, in this kind of business.
Interesting. So how does, I know it's difficult to kind of predict what's the win percentage in projects like these, but I'm guessing the competition would be stiff. So it's difficult to, I would presume, factor in potential benefits even if the opportunity size is so large.
Exactly. See, last year itself, if you compare quarter on quarter basis, we've grown more than 20%. The EBITDA has grown more than 255%. And at the PAT level, we have grown more than 200% on quarter basis. So this is only because of, certain wins that we have done in the last 3 years regarding the Spain project and the Punjab project. Recently, we won the Afghanistan government project, and some projects we've recently won, which are in the stage of finalization. So I feel that we are fairly confident that the government want to see a quality service delivery player in the market. You know, they want to see competition. They do not want this industry to be led by monopolistic companies. So they see BLS as an upcoming provider who is delivering high quality service at a decent price value to the government. So they see a value add, with BLS. So going forward, there are, I cannot give you exact number on how many tenders we will win or how many tenders we will lose. But what we know is we will work very hard on each tender. We will not leave any stone unturned. So we feel that, seeing our experience with the Spanish government, how the number of visas have increased by more than 20% after BLS took over. A lot of governments are showing interest and visiting our centers, and we are conducting experience, research with the government. So I feel that we can win many of these tenders.
So that's my next question, Shikhar. Your existing business that you already have, what's the quantum of steady state growth that you believe this business could show? Because I believe you will be in a position to predict that. And two, with wins like Spain, what's the upside that comes in from, if I can use that term loosely, inorganic moves? Spain would be an addition to FY18 for you. Based on that, what's the addition to inorganic revenue that inorganic moves could do for you?
Definitely. Spain, we got in December 16. So this is the first year that all the revenues will be captured for the Spanish government. It's been 1 year. So inorganically, we haven't really captured separately what is the organic growth and growth because of the Spanish government. But going forward, as Spain is a strategic win for us, a lot of the tenders which we are not qualified before, now we are qualified to bid for. So I feel there will be many more Spain to come in the next few years. And so you would see we would like to maintain the same trajectory of growth that we've been experiencing for the last 2 years, which is a high value number.
The reason I'm asking this question to you, Shikhar, is that there's a report which says that they believe that even if you win 1 or 2 of the contracts for either renewal, which are coming up for renewal, or if you add one of the Schengen countries in addition to Spain, because they believe that Spain adds to your credibility for winning other Schengen contracts, that could add materially to your revenues. Now, is that a reasonable estimate? And by material, how much material could it be as a percentage of your overall revenues?
See, I want to overachieve and give under, numbers. I want to give less numbers. But the targets that we had set internally for ourselves, in the last 3 years, that was for the next 7 years, we already achieved in the last year itself. So I feel if we win another country like Spain, the organic growth that is happening now because of Spain and Punjab is already high. And if we win another project like Spain, the numbers would be, I do have no visibility, but I think that will be, probably very high numbers that we will be getting.
Okay, fair call. Let me take a final attempt. We'll, of course, look forward, Shikhar, to talking to you post your quarterly numbers as well. So that's something that maybe you should give us a chance to do that as well. Book your appointment for that. But one final question, really. Maybe you will be able to share some numbers here. Sure. One assessment is that if your revenue growth goes at about 15, 16, 17, 20% for the next 3 or 4 years, because of the operational leverage, your EBITDA could grow northwards of 40, 45% for the same period. Is that a reasonable business assumption?
See, as we grow, we are also expanding, So, and we are also now investing in high skilled people, we are getting more people on board who actually have industry knowledge. So, and also as we have a better technology, we are focusing on lowering the cost, of delivering our services in terms of technology that we use. So I feel the percentage of profits will definitely grow as economies of scale kick in. So to give a number of 40% would not be fair, but as you already know that BLS is a niche provider and we are definitely generating a high EBITDA margin right now going on. So I feel that numbers would be high, but I cannot comment on 40% or 30%.
Fair call. Okay, never mind. We'll talk about the numbers once your numbers come out, Shikhar. Understandably, you probably can't talk too much right now while you're in a silent period, but thanks so much for joining in today and giving us your thoughts, and have a good 2018. Wow. That's an interesting company. The markets are looking interesting too, about 1/3%. The Nifty Bank, remember Mukesh Singh was talking about the Nifty Bank likely to outperform. It's showing visible signs right now. Let's see if this lasts or no. But the Nifty Bank is doing much better than what the Nifty and the Sensex are doing. Let's wait and watch if this lasts. For now though, we take a break. In fact, call it a day on this leg of Indian Open. From Ira and myself, thanks so much for watching. The FNO show takes forward the action on the other side.